Hi, darlings, and welcome back to my makeup garden. It's Liz. Hi. So, I have a bunch of empties here. Now, this is basically 3 months worth of empties. So I have decided that I'm not going to do a monthly empties video. I really don't use up products that quickly to warrant a video every single month. So I am going to be doing them quarterly, and I think that's good because then I'll have a little bit more to talk about and it won't be like a 3-minute video. So let's get into it. So I have everything from hair care to skincare and some makeup in between. So first things I'm going to talk about are things that I thought I threw away and then I actually cleaned off the shampoo shelf in the shower. And if you know, you know. So I thought I threw these away. But I have these are by Garnier, Garnier Fructis. These are the Plumping Treat shampoo. So these smell like watermelon gummy, like gummies. They smell like watermelon gummies. But there's something in these, both of these. They make my hair feel really gummy. So I was using this before I dyed my hair purple. So they've been sitting in my shower for a hot minute. And I was using them on my kids' hair. And I was thinking that, maybe it was it was an issue with me. But honestly, they made my kids' hair gummy too. So we're gonna check it. So it's got hyaluronic acid in it, and I don't know if it just doesn't seal or like what it is, but like it makes your hair feel moist. It makes it feel like the scalp never gets dry. It's very strange. I don't know. I will not recommend these. Absolutely not. I don't know if these would work for anybody else. They smell really good, but in terms of performance, they really didn't do it for me. So I am not sad to see those go. The other one here, the other hair product, I should say, because I don't use a lot of hair products, is this Head & Shoulders 2-in-1 Classic Clean. My sister actually left this in my shower, and we ended up using it up. And I feel like it made any flaking potential that I have so much worse. It made it so much worse. I cannot recommend this. Like, it smells okay, and it gets my hair okay clean, but when it comes to like the actual scalp, I just feel like this makes any kind of flaking that I had so much worse. It's honestly, it's garbage. She left it in my shower though, and I was like, well, guess we're using it now. So next up is a body care item, like a body wash for the shower. This is the Live Clean, the Coconut Milk Moisturizing Body Wash. This smelled really nice, but I don't feel like it was special. It was just a body wash. I don't think it was very expensive. I think it was a few bucks when I bought it on clearance. And it smelled okay, but after a while it started to smell like Play-Doh. And I feel like a lot of natural products that have coconut, like coconut scented, have a tendency to do that. They end up smelling like Play-Doh. But we used it up, but I don't feel like it was special. It didn't strip my skin, but it didn't do anything to help it either. So I can't recommend it. Yeah, this is called Live Clean, by the way. It's 98% plant-based, but there's so many different natural skincare and hair care and body care items out there that, I don't think it's anything special. Okay, so this one I saw on Instagram, and I was so excited to buy it. And honestly, it's a novelty. It wasn't insanely expensive, but it was expensive enough for body wash. Like, more than $10 for a body wash is a fucking crime. But I paid it anyway. And it's this one here. This is the Strawberry Body Wash Milk. This is by Shea Bakery, right? Yeah, Shea Bakery. Don't buy this. This is garbage. Listen, the novelty of the packaging, I'm going to clean this bottle out. I'm going to reuse the packaging because the packaging is cute as hell. But the product inside, it was always this watery. Always. From the moment I got it, I'm like I get it's a bath milk, okay, but it doesn't lather. So if you pour it on a loofah, it's got a little bit of lather, but it doesn't actually feel like it cleans your skin. I don't feel like it moisturized my skin. And the strawberry milk scent kind of smells like Play-Doh. And it can't just be me, but it just kind of smells like Play-Doh. I'm gonna absolutely reuse this bottle because I think the bottle is amazing. I'm going to use it for something else. I don't know what I'm going to use it for, but I'm going to use it for something because this top, it's a refillable bottle. So I'll figure out some use for this bottle because it's a novelty, but the product inside, absolutely not. No thanks. Next. All right, so I got this sample of this Flower Bomb Victor Wolf body wash. So the body wash itself, I know this lighting is not doing it any favors, sorry. The body wash itself feels nice. It's a gel, so it's, you know, it lathers up nicely. I cannot stand the smell of this. This smells like old lady, what I imagine old lady coochie smells like, and I just don't like this. This is not going to be my old lady coochie scent as a grown-up. I'm not into it. So there's several bits left in here. I think I used it twice before I just made up my mind. But I don't love this. It can go away now. Okay, so I do have some skincare items. So this one is not empty. It's like, I'd say a third of the way used, but I used it enough to make up my mind. And that is this Rhodial Pink Diamond Cleansing Balm. I don't like this at all. This feels like you slather up your face with petroleum jelly, and it just, listen, I wear contact lenses and I use a balm. I use the pharmacy, oh my gosh, there's an airplane really close. I'm in a flight path. So anyway, I use the pharmacy daily, it's not the Daily Greens, it's the strawberry balm. I have that one right now, and I love the pharmacy cleansing balm. I love the Vanilla Co cleansing balms. Those rinse away clean. They are emollient on the skin and they remove makeup well. This doesn't do that. You put this on your face and it's literally like petroleum jelly. Let me see if I can get close for you. See this? It just, well, there's water on top right now because it was in my shower, but look at it. Do you see that? It's basically petroleum jelly. I did not like this at all. I put it on my face and I felt like the Can't Catch Me guy from Family Guy. And listen, if I have to remove a cleansing balm with a washcloth in order to actually get my face clean, when I wash my washcloth, that's all going in my washer machine and it's gonna gunk up everything. And no thank you. I like my cleansing balms to rinse away clean and that be it. My cleansing oils the same way. I want to wash my face with it. I want to remove my makeup and then I want to wash it away clean. And this doesn't do that. So sorry, not sorry. Okay, so I used up, this took forever to finish, by the way, because I bounced between moisturizers, but I was using this Wishful Honey Balm Jelly Moisturizer at night. So the smell is heavily lavender scented, so it's very scented. So if you are somebody who does not like your moisturizer to smell, this is not the product for you. It is very much a true lavender scent, like if you're gonna smell like lavender extract. This is what that smells like. It's really occlusive. It's a thick moisturizer, kind of like a thinner petroleum jelly, but it's not gummy, if that makes sense. Like a little bit of this went a long way. It's very occlusive. I would use it as the last step in my skincare routine. I don't feel like there were a lot of added benefits from using this. I think if you're a dry skin person, then it might be a good option for you. I have very normal combo skin. It was very occlusive. So whatever ingredients that you lock in, and what I mean by occlusive is basically it's a thicker formula and it locks in everything. So you put your serums on and your essences and your toners and all of that stuff, right? In the appropriate order, cleanser and toner and serum and moisturizer and all that. You put this moisturizer on top. And I just feel like it was really heavily fragranced. I would not buy this again, but I didn't hate it, but I would not buy it again. Does that make sense? I just feel like there's better moisturizers out there. For instance, like the Pharmacy Honey Halo, that's ceramide moisturizer for nighttime. It's also thick, but it's creamy. And I think I just prefer a creamy moisturizer or a gel moisturizer to whatever the fuck this was. So Bye-bye. Okay, and it took, by the way, this thing, there's a lot of product in here. There was, what, 1.94 ounce, but this lasted me a really long time because of the nature of the formula. So just something to keep in mind. Okay, so I used up one of these Pharmacy Cheer Up. This is since discontinued. This is the Cheer Up Eye Cream. I really enjoyed this. Actually, you can see I like cleaned that bitch out. I really enjoyed this. I would absolutely buy this again. This was a brightening vitamin C eye cream. I enjoyed it. I would buy it again. If I saw it somewhere, I mean, I don't know how long it's been discontinued for, so that would raise questions for me, but I would absolutely buy this again. I liked it. It took a long time to finish, and it was cooling on my under eyes. I feel like it was moisturizing. It was light enough to wear during the day, but heavy enough that I could wear it at night and still see results. So I enjoyed that. Yeah. Okay, the next one should be no surprise to anybody because it is very much a tried and true. And that is the, what is this called? Tree Hut Watermelon. Sorry, my brain was like, whoa, words. The Tree Hut Watermelon. This is the whipped shea butter, like body lotion. It doesn't smell like anything anymore because it's empty, but I love the smell of this. I love the feel of this on the skin. It's like less than 10 bucks usually. Yeah, this is absolutely worth it. I really like this. So I'm getting older and I actually have to lotion my body now. And I just feel like this is light enough to where I don't feel sticky. And it absorbs fast enough to where I don't feel like I'm just sitting there marinating. So I like this a lot. I already bought another one and I'm gonna continue to buy it, so. Okay, so the next is actually a razor. So RIP, because this finally broke on me. So this is the Schick, and this is the one that has the lady buzzer, if you know what I mean. So this is the Schick razor that you use for trimming and for shaving. I actually really enjoyed this. It wasn't very expensive. I think it was like 12 or 13 bucks. I enjoyed this. It's for good like daily maintenance or weekly, whatever you're up into. I feel like it was really good to just kind of keep things in check if you were prone to growing hair. And I feel like that's all I really need to say about that. So, okay, another hair care product that I forgot because I forgot all about it. So anyway, this one is the Drunk Elephant. This is actually a scalp scrub, which I found this product to be a little unusual for me because I was not familiar with the scalp scrub until kind of recently. This is a free sample I got in some set, and I think it was okay. The problem that I have is this sample is a really hard gauge for me. I can't tell how good this product is based on a little sample because I can use half of this sample in like one setting to scrub my big old noggin. So I can't be a good gauge of how effective this product is. I know the full price of this is kind of expensive for what it is, but I don't know. If you have a good scalp scrub that's not gonna like break the bank, will you let me know? I'm kind of just tempted to make my own out of like make a sugar scrub and just do that. Because if you're using dry shampoo, you really have to clean your scalp. It kind of clogs things up, and I have colorful hair now and I regularly use dry shampoo. So yeah, I can't gauge the effectiveness of this. So, okay, let's grab some mascaras because I have some mascaras. I started going through my vanity and I have a bunch of mascara samples that I've just kind of been sitting on and I wanted to clutter. They've been sitting for a bit, so let's talk about them. So, oh my God, I have so many of these. Okay, let's start with this one. So I'm gonna go ahead and declutter this Bossy Cosmetics. This was actually sent to me from Skeepers, and it's an interesting color. It's like this navy blue kind of color, but I really don't feel like, firstly, the formula on this is way too wet. Even after it's been sitting open for a while, I waited. I was like, okay, maybe this is gonna be good, right? No, it's really not. So it does layer on your eye, but the formula takes so long to dry down that I just feel like it's messy. And it definitely transferred on my lower lash line. I thought I was gonna like it. I tried it and I was like, okay. And I just don't feel like it's great. So I'm gonna chuck it. There's no room in my life for mascaras that are not what I need. And so bye-bye. Okay, The next is probably going to be an unpopular opinion, but it's the Rare Beauty, and this is a sample size. And what is this called? It's their mascara, but I don't know what the actual name is. There's always some kind of cute name. Here's the wand here. I like wands like this. I don't like this formula. I think it's okay, but I feel like it was really hyped up. And honestly, if I was going to choose this or my Lash Paradise, I would just choose my Lash Paradise. I feel like this was effective, but it flaked, and it's just not, it's not the end all be all. But I mean, it's a good effort, but in a pinch I would use it, but I would not want to repurchase a full size of that. So, all right, this one is by Elizabeth Mott. This is the It's So Big. It's really not. This didn't do shit for my lashes. I don't know if the product I got was old, but I like the wand on this a lot. So you see the wand has kind of got that like concave area in the middle. I felt like this was really efficient at getting into like the smaller lashes, but this formula just didn't do anything for me. You know, it's called the It's So Big mascara, but I just didn't get the volume. I didn't get the length, and you know, bye. All right, so this is Bad Gal Bang by Benefit. I love this mascara. I actually ended up rebuying a full size. So this came in a Sephora sample with like several of these other mascaras. And that's why I have so many. So these came in a Sephora sampler pack. And I really like this mascara. This one, and oh, I forgot, where's that Huda one? Oh well, it'll have to be in the next declutter. So here's the wand here. I feel like I got length, I got volume, I got all of the things I wanted from a mascara in this mascara. It's a really dark black, it's beautiful. I already bought a full size one right over here. So, I mean, this is just the sample. It's nearly empty actually. I used it up. So yeah, I like this. I already bought one. So bye-bye. All right, so this is the Bare Minerals Strength and Length. Here's the mascara wand here. And it's got a really interesting mascara. It's kind of, you see like it's got like a bump here, and then it's flat here. And then if you look, it's kind of like sea cucumber shaped, for lack of a better way. So this formula was great at first. And then as it started to dry out, it started to become really kind of clumping. And I noticed a lot of flaking on my lower lash line. It's supposed to have like good for your lashes ingredients in here. But I don't feel like I'm going to see those results in just using a sample size. So I'm not going to tell you if that's effective or not, because legitimately I don't know. I think it's okay. I would never pay full price for it, but I would use it again just to see if there were long-term results, but let's not pretend like I'm going to do that. I have zero intention of doing that. So it was okay, but I wouldn't buy it again. So, okay. Life is too short for crappy mascara. Okay, friends, like that's just what it is. And at the end of the day, there are so many good options at the drugstore. Why would I spend an obscene amount of money on a mascara that I don't love? You know, life's too short for crappy mascara. Okay, speaking of which, next is the Tarte Lights Camera Lashes Mascara. This is garbage. I didn't get, firstly, I don't know if mine is like kind of dried out, but I don't feel like I got, here's the wand. I just don't feel like this did anything. I went to put it on my lashes and was like, okay, well, they're kind of blacker, but my lashes are already black, right? I don't feel like I got the volume. I don't feel like I got the length. I don't feel like I got any of that. And I will say there's something about how this point is tapered. That product pulls at the end of this point and it just makes a big mess. Like if you're trying to get in here and get your like inner lashes, there's something about how this tip is that product just stays there and it gets stuck, and it was just, ugh. I really hated it. It's rare that I have a visceral reaction to a mascara, and I legit put this on and I was like, this is fucking garbage. Like, bye. I had that same reaction actually to this one. So this one's by Wander Beauty. This is called the Mile High Club mascara, and it says it's volume and length mascara. I will say this did give a little bit of length, but I don't know what they mean when they say volume. I don't feel like this gave me volume. And I sat on this for a while and I was like, you know, I don't know, maybe it's just me, maybe I don't know. Every time I used it, I just don't feel like it did anything for me. I appreciate this kind of packaging because I feel like you can, you know, squeeze and pinpoint, you know, where the wand is and product and all of that. If you're one who likes to try to finish like every bit, you know, this might be a good packaging option. But I didn't like the same thing. See this wand here? See how much product? I don't know if you can see how much product is glooped on the end there. I feel like it was just okay. This is like a traditional wire brush, I would say. And I don't feel like it did anything. It's not for me. So bye-bye. Okay, the next one, I actually didn't mind. I just think it's really expensive for what it is. So this is a Tante Dole by Lancome or Lancome. And I used this a lot. So I like this brush. It has like a little cucumber shaped brush. And it is a silicone brush here with the little teeth. I feel like this layered really well. It's not a mascara that was like a one and done. You definitely had to layer it up a little bit, but I feel like you did a good job with that. The problem that I had with this one is initially the formula was really runny, so it transferred like on my lower lashes, especially because I live in a humid climate. This just transferred like mess central. So I will not be buying a full size of this, but I was happy to try it. If I'm not mistaken, this one has the rose scent too, right? Yeah, it kind of has like that floral undertone of a scent, which I don't mind. But if you're somebody who's sensitive to scents too, this one does have a scent. So, bye-bye. Okay, so the next two I'm decluttering. So I think this one is by Coley Cosmetics. Yeah. So this is a brand that went out of business. And these are like an eyeshadow base. But man, see that color? That color's astounding, right? It's really cool. Too bad it doesn't set down. These transferred all over the place. Like if you're somebody who gets any kind of creasing, this company is not a problem anymore because it's out of business, but this just wasn't good. So we're gonna chuck it. And then this one, I didn't use it that much, and it's because I found the formula a little tricky to work with. So this is the Ofra Cosmetics. This is the Fix Line eyeliner. This is like their cream gel eyeliner. And there's something about this formula. This formula is really dry. Now, obviously this is cracked. I'm throwing it away. But there's something about this formula. Either the one that I got was older, or the formula itself is just kind of a little bit drier on its own. But I didn't feel like this gave me the color payoff that I wanted for the price. I don't feel like it gave me the color payoff, and I just don't feel like this vibrancy didn't translate to the eye, which is really disappointing because that's what you want, right? If you're using a colorful gel eyeliner, that's what you want. This is more like a putty. I can't say it's a gel, but I just don't feel like this was very good. I like Ofra and I like a lot of the face products that I've used, but this one's just not it. So, okay, we got a couple of lip products here. So I used up my Diamond Lip Plumper. This was on my panning goals for the year. So I ended up using up this. I really enjoyed this. I have not been able to find a replacement for this. This is a Diamond Plumping Gloss, and it's not very expensive. This one's by Physicians Formula, and I just really liked it. So I will absolutely purchase one. I'm just trying to use up a couple of glosses before I do that. But if I see it in the store, I will pick it up because I look for this and I can never find it in the store near me. So, but yeah, that's great. It's a great plumping gloss because it's not like a hurty. It doesn't hurt. It just is effective. So, all right. So the other lip product that I have is the Tarte Maracuja Juicy Lip. Okay. I have a bone to pick with this. Okay. So firstly, you see how much product is left in there? The clicker stops. So you end up with all of this product left in here, right? But you try to get it out, and if you look, I got most of it out, but it's really messy. The clicker broke at a certain point. I think the clicker broke right here, and I basically tried to force it to be able to get the rest of the product out so that I could use it up because I didn't want to waste it. I like this. I say that questioningly because I'm really on the fence about it, and here's why. So I found it to be hydrating. I found it to be lightweight, but I also found it to be really kind of messy. So it smears a lot. It has enough color to be noticeable on the lips, Like, so if you put too much on, it's really noticeable and it gets like kind of gummy. So you can only use like a little tiny bit of this at a time. If you use a lot, if you're somebody who likes to just, this is not it, because this just gets kind of gunky. So for the price, I would say no, I'm not gonna buy this again. But I enjoyed using it while I had it because it was hydrating for the lips. It was moisturizing. But yeah, I don't get the hype. I think it was nice. I do think it was nice, but honestly, I think I'm just at the point where I either prefer a gloss or I prefer a lip oil if I'm gonna go for something like this. So I would say pass for the Tarte Maracuja. Just my thoughts. That's probably unpopular at this point, but it is what it is. Okay, 2 more products. So this is the NARS Creamy Radiant Concealer in the shade Custard. So this is pretty well empty. There's a little bit left in here, and the formula started to change on me. So sorry, I was opening it to look at it. So I liked this applicator. I felt like the applicator, this is a trial size, of course. This is not full size. I like the applicator. The packaging's nice. You have easy access. After like a month of using it, I found that I didn't really like the formula for my under eyes. Now, I don't know how well this plays on the rest of the face. I'm not somebody who puts concealer everywhere. But underneath the eyes, I felt like I didn't like the finish. I don't know how to say it. This is a NARS like radiant concealer, but I don't feel like the glow that it gave was like flattering, if that makes sense. So I would put this on my under eyes and I feel like it would just emphasize, you know, like my bags, like here, it would just emphasize, like basically it would light up here and like emphasize any bit of crease. It wouldn't crease, but it would just, the radiance in it would emphasize the shape of the bags under my eyes, if that makes sense. I'm 36, I'll be 37 in September, and I have those issues. Like, I'm a grown-up with grown-up skin issues, and I just feel like this didn't do me any favors. So I would not buy that again. I'm glad I got the trial size. I'm glad I used it, but nah. Okay, and the last product, because I think that's it. Yeah, I think that's it. So is this Pixie by Petra brow gel. I tried to love this. I want to love a Pixie item, you know, like the aesthetic is so pleasing. But what I found, this is a clear gel. It just got really gunky, and like it almost looks like there's growth in there because this has been sitting since I decluttered it like a couple weeks ago. It's just been sitting in this bin waiting for me to film. And the brush is here. I don't like this brush at all. Here's this. I actually bent the brush to see if I could use it better. I don't like this brush at all. It is too big and the teeth are too wide apart to be effective at holding your brows. And then you add to that this formula for this gel, it doesn't feel like it dries down all the way. So it stays kind of sticky almost. I don't like this. I wanted to like it, but I just don't. I would not recommend this to anybody. But yeah, so those are my second quarter of the year empties. So I probably won't be making another one of these videos until October. So good stuff. But yeah, that's going to be it for me tonight, darlings. I hope you have a wonderful day and make good choices or don't. But I didn't tell you that. And have you tried any of these products? If you have, will you tell me like what you like and what you haven't liked in the comments below if you have the time? And if not, then just drop me a ghost emoji for all these bitches that are leaving my collection. And anyway, I love your faces. Thank you for being here and watching and subscribing and blah, blah, blah. You know how it is. And I will catch you on the next one. Bye.